Hi everybody. Today in this lecture we will continue solving exercise number 2. So it remains in this exercise to draw the representative curve of the function g. But first let me recall the information we have and let me recall the table of variation, because the table of variation is the key point or the starting point to draw any curve. So when x is plus infinity, the limit was when x is 1, when x is plus 1, the limit was plus infinity, and we deduced that the line of equation x equals 1 is a vertical asymptote. Also, the limit at plus infinity is 1, and we proved that the line of equation y equals 1 is horizontal asymptote. And g prime of x was negative, so g of x was decreasing from plus infinity to 1. So in order to draw any curve, you need to follow 3 crucial steps. So the first step is to draw the x-axis and the y-axis. So this is the y-axis or the axis of ordinate. This is the x-axis or the axis of abscissa. And 0 or O, the center of this orthonormal system. Second step, you need to plot or to draw the asymptotes you have, or the maximum and the minimum points if exist. So here in our case we don't have maximum or minimum, but we have two asymptotes, the line x equals 1 and the line y equals 1. So first, to draw the line x equals 1, so you need to dedicate the abscissa 1 and to draw this straight line x equals 1, so is a vertical line. Also the horizontal line y equals 1. So now a third step is to read the table, and the most important step is to read the table from table variation from left to right in this way. So we start from the left. At x, when x is plus 1, g of x represents, so you look on the g of x row. So when x is plus 1, g of x, which represents the ordinate or the y, g of when x is 1, with the ordinate is plus infinity. And x equals 1 is a vertical asymptote. So the starting point, this is the starting point of abscissa 1 and ordinate plus infinity. But it is not exactly on the straight line x equals 1. So the red point is the starting point. 1 plus infinity, not exactly 1, just beside the straight line of equation x equals 1, because x equals 1 is a vertical asymptote. So the second information we have on the table of variation is the point of abscissa plus infinity and ordinate 1. So this point is the second red point. It is not exactly, the abscissa is exactly plus infinity, but the ordinate is not exactly 1, but it's 1.01, let's say. So you should start from the first red point, decreasing to the second red point, but in a curvy way. You start first from the first red point, as I said, beside the asymptote x equals 1, and then decreasing to the ending point in this way. So this is the curve of the function g. If you have any question, please contact me. And as an homework, please do exercise number 3. So we have function g of x minus 1 over x. First part is to determine the domain of definition, then to calculate the limits at plus infinity, minus infinity, and 0. Third part is to set up the table of variation, and finally to draw the curve G.